Hi, my name is Joanna. Welcome to this video tutorial developed in the Reform project. In the Reform project, we have created a methodology which is based on career guidance practices. In this video tutorial, I will present you one of these practices. The title of the practice is Composement of a CV, specifically an Europass CV. This type of career guidance practice is especially for the age group 16-18. But before we go and look at an Europass CV that you can create online, let's look at this activity described in our methodology. So here you see the page with the description of how to do this activity, composement of a CV. First, there is information if this activity can be performed individually by a student or should it be done in a group or with the assistance of a career guidance, a teacher or a psychologist. The duration of this activity should be about 1 hour. Then you will see a short description and before the student goes online to create a digital CV, they are recommended to complete this short activity. Students should try to fill in the table with as many items about themselves as possible. They should brainstorm and write down their skills and abilities. For example, if they are good in computing. They should also write out their interests and hobbies. For example, if this is chess. Also, the students should write down organizations or groups they participate in. For example, if they participate in a group of traditional dances. Then, this information will help the student to create their CV. So let's now go online and check how to create this Europass. So here you are on the website. At the beginning, there's a short introduction. And when you click directly on this link, you will be redirected to a page where you can enter your details. You can decide to register and then you will have more possibilities, or you can also continue as a guest, but this will mean that you will only have 48 hours to complete your CV. I will choose to continue as a guest. So the first thing I must do is to create my profile. You will see there are a few steps that you should complete. First, we will enter our personal information. You can choose the language you want your CV to be in. So by default, it is English, but you can also decide a different language. For example, if you reside in Italy and your future employee will be an Italian, then you can choose to have all the information in Italian. I will go back to English and enter some details so that in the end I can show you an example of a prepared Europass CV. There is a date format that is also chosen automatically. You can change this. Then you should enter your name, your surname, your date of birth, like I said, the more information you include, your Europass CV will include also more information because everything that you will be putting in will automatically appear in the final step. Okay, my contact detail. Now I'm entering my email. You can also decide to complete some of the information at the very end. Now I'm moving on to complete my address. I have to enter the street name. postal code, the city, and the country. Some fields are mandatory, others are not. And like I said, you can also skip some of the steps and decide to complete them later on. Let's move on to the next step. The next step is including information on your work experience. So first you have to type in the most recent occupation or the position you have held. So my occupation was an English teacher. Okay, there was a misspelling. The employer, the city, the country, and also remember to put in also the time when you were employed. And until. If you are still employed at the same place, you just have to then click ongoing, this button at the end of this line. There's also a field to include the task and responsibilities you have performed. So in the case of an English teacher, this can be conducting lessons and online advisory activities. Then if you had also other previous experience, you just simply click this button to add a new work experience. Going to the next step, they are asking us to provide information on our education and training. So you should first fill in the title of qualification. MA of Arts will be applicable for a teacher. The organization that provided you this qualification, so the name of the university. I'm just writing by default. Then you should also write in the address of this institution, the website, also the timeline when you achieved this qualification. And once again, you can add a new education and training experience. So also remember to include any training that you have also completed, not only any university degrees. And then there's one final step, and these are personal skills. First, you should enter the language skills. You start from your mother tongue. I will put in English. Any other languages that you know, German. You should also, for each foreign language, select the level. So what is your level of listening in this language, reading, and so on. The scale is from A1 to C2. C2 is the highest proficiency level, whereas A1 is just basic. If I'm able to communicate in a language, then this is an independent user, B1 or B2. I would say I am B2 in German because I'm not proficient yet, and I believe I can put this B2 in each of these fields. And again, you can add another language depending how many foreign languages you know. Then there's a field to include any digital skills. There are also here some recommendations. So let's choose Microsoft Office, also social media, Google Drive. Here you see these are the most common ones. Of course, you can also add your own examples, and this can be let's say online research ad. Okay, and let's now click create. I decide to continue still as a guest. And you see that my profile has been created. All the information that I have previously included is here. You can edit this information, but if you are only continuing as a guest, this information is available for 48 hours. But of course, you can register, and then you have unlimited access and time to edit the details. Now the next thing I will want to do is I want to create a CV based on this profile information. There's now a picture, so I can also decide to add a picture, so remember about this also. Maybe let's go back and let's add this picture on my device. So then also my CV will look, let's say, better, be more visual. Okay, we have the picture, which we can adjust also. Let's save it. Okay, so we also have now a profile picture. Okay, so now let's go back and try to create the CV. There's also the option to create a cover letter. So you can do both of them at once. Create a new CV. And at the beginning you have all this personal profile data, so you can edit it once again, or if you have missed something you can enter it here. I'm leaving this information at the moment. Then you have also here the chance to select the language, and then you will be redirected to a page where you can choose your template. Let's choose the second one. You can decide if you want to have the Europass logo also on your CV. Let's choose it. Click next. And then your CV is automatically generated by the system based on the information that you have provided in your profile. So you can name your CV, and you can save it as a PDF, and you download it. So if you have continued as a guest, you should download it, because after 48 hours you will lose this information. Okay, and depending what information you put in, it will be available on here. In case you would like to continue to another video tutorial on how to create an Europass CV, and there is a quick Europass tutorial available on the European Commission's page, which also will lead you through the steps, and also they will show you how to create this account, so you do not continue as a guest. So that is all from me. Thank you for your attention. Get access to project information and our results through our Facebook page. Thanks. Bye.